My name is Aaron Melendres.
I'm Anna Wingfield.
Robert Campbell.
My name is Trafton Barney.
Around the world, 43 days. I'm also the third member of an East Los Angeles-based hospitality group called Vala Hospitality. We are behind some of your favorite events, cocktails, and bars all across the city.
I work at Little Fatty and Accomplice Bar on the west side, and then I work at Good Housekeeping and Cafe Birdie up in Highland Park.
I'm a bartender at the Rooftop at Ace Hotel in downtown and at Everson Royce Bar in the Arts District, where I work along the side of one of my teammates, Anna.
I work at Everson Royce Bar and Hippo up in Highland Park, and I am part of Team Around the World in 43 Days. I also work with Trafton at ERB, so it was lovely being back working with him, even though we're not actually behind the bar.
I was very excited when I saw that we were on the same team, since it's been over a month and a half since we've been behind the bar together. Plus, to be able to work with a longtime friend Aaron, and I got to meet a new friend Rob.
How's the chair? We good? Sure. Yeah. Art Beyond the Glass. How did I get started? I remember I was supposed to go to the volunteer meeting at Mulholland, and that was the first thing I think I remember getting canceled when the COVID-19 started. So that's a funny memory to have. What started as Claire reaching out a couple weeks ago to help with a little bit of promo turned into me being on a team and being where we're at today. I think pulled this off.
My name is Aaron Melendres. I'm a barman, born and bred in Los Angeles, California. I consider myself an industry leader, a tastemaker, and a voice of social change. Like the rest of you, our lives were forever changed 6 weeks ago. COVID-19 dramatically affected us all. We were forced to change, pivot, and make adjustments. Those adjustments weren't about us, though. They were about those that lacked representation, those that had no way of taking care of themselves. We knew that we had to be the hero for our undocumented community. During that time, we decided to create an organization called Know Us Without You. Know Us Without You feeds families of undocumented workers during COVID-19. We create meal kits that provide food for 7 days for a family of 4.
I'm Anna Wingfield, and this is my third year doing Art Beyond the Glass. This is actually my first time being on a bar team. I normally just do the art side of it. So I'm glad I get to do both this year. I'm the artist behind the artwork for our team. I'm a printmaker, and I do ink-wiped monotypes. It's a type of printmaking, and basically I take different types of copper plates that I either find or cut myself, and I put ink on top of them, and I create my image. And then I put paper on top of that, and it goes through a press, and so the final result is an image on paper. I recreate tones, textures, and aspects stimulated by fascination with the natural world. All 4 of the ink wipes that we use to create our Liquor 43 cocktails were inspired by different destinations around the world. For my cocktail, Trouvaille, I played with flavors and ingredients you'd find in the desert. So heat, spice, pineapple, and I wanted to do a twist on a traditional 50-50 martini with Martin Miller's gin. So we have a little bit of Dull and Dry, Martin Miller's, a pineapple Serrano tincture, so it's refreshing, but also you get a lovely green spice with that. And then to round off all the sharp edges in the cocktail, we do a little bit of Liquor 43, which is lovely notes of vanilla and honey, and gives it just a little bit of softness to the cocktail. Something definitely you can sip on while you're in desert dry heat. But all 4 of the ink wipes are going to be help inspire the cocktails that we have made for you guys to take home and enjoy. Art Beyond the Glass is an awesome event every year, and it does a really good job in creating a hell of a party for bartenders to come and not only make great cocktails, but also showcase the other art and interests that they have going on in their lives. And especially now, since we're all quarantined at home, I think this year is even more special because we're finding new ways to reach out and still support each other.
In the past, I've only been an attendee of Art Behind the Glass, so this is my first time participating on a team. Team Around the World in 43 Days has been an absolute blast and privilege to be a part of. Every teammate brings a wealth of knowledge and talents to the table, so thanks a lot for letting me tag along, everybody.
Across the field where the creek turns back by the old stumble road, I'm gonna take you to a special place that nobody knows. Baby, get ready.
The team from Zamora Brands, Mike, Aaron, and Savannah, have been nothing but supportive and have worked really hard to make sure that we have all we needed to make this happen. It takes passion and creativity to be a bartender, especially in a very competitive city like Los Angeles. And sometimes we can't fully express all of that from behind the bar, so we have other outlets that we can pour any excess creative energy into. I feel Art Beyond the Glass provides that avenue for bar professionals to showcase or perform other projects of passion to their peers. I myself am not a photographer, painter, sculptor, or dancer, well, unless it's Motown Mondays at Shortstop. But I left my band days in my 20s, and now I like to work on my old car or go see any band that has anything to do with country music or punk rock. But having other outlets of expression is so important to balance out the sometimes utter chaos that can occur in this line of work. My cocktail is Sonder. Sonder is a German word that means the profound feeling of realizing that everyone, including strangers passing the street, has a life as complex as one's own, which they are constantly living despite one's personal lack of awareness of it. It's kind of a duh moment, but it's very easy, especially now, to get wrapped up in only your feelings and the going-ons in your life, when everybody else's life is going to continue no matter what. To put it much simpler, always remember people are doing the best they can just like you are, and I think it's a very imperative outlook to have in this hospitality industry. I know it can feel like it sometimes, but it's not us versus them. We are actually all doing this life together. I basically grew up in the middle of a grass field in northwest Oklahoma. Visitors were few and far between, but anytime company was over, iced tea was always served. It was the welcoming staple, and many nights, that iced tea was drank outside on the patio or porch while the sun set and the bug zapper started to glow. The main component in my cocktail is a peach basil tea. The gold in Anna's Ink Swipe reminded me of that refreshing, welcoming nostalgia aspect that iced tea has, and the color the sky turns during the sunset that it is consumed. Of course, being a modern adult in 2020, just iced tea is not going to cut it. So I paired it with Yellow Rose Rye Whiskey, Liquor 43, fresh lemon juice, and some Angostura bitters. The peppery spice of the rye gives way to the vanilla sweetness of Liquor 43, plus the refreshing tartness of lemon and herbal fragrance of the bitters and basil make the drink what I call a patio banger that I recommend drinking by the pitcher instead of the glass.
This is my 6th time participating in Art Beyond the Glass over the last 8 years. It's been quite the ride. I've got to work with lots of great team members, meet lots of friends, and see lots of old faces, old and new. It's been amazing to see the progression of Art Beyond the Glass as an organization. From the very early humble days of just us getting together and showcasing a little bit of art, to the new format it's now taking on as a completely digital format in response to COVID-19. This year, I was enlisted by Zamora Brands. Not only do I get to use one of my favorite brands, Liquor 43, but I also get to have some fun with some other spirits as well. Martin Miller's Gin, Via Masa Limoncello, and Double Cross Vodka. With those brands, we are creating an experience called Around the World in 43 Days. Around the World in 43 Days is a sensory trip around the globe. Our cocktails pull inspiration from the traveler's spirit. We wanted our drinks to remind you that sometimes it's not about the destination, it's about the journey ahead. Our cocktail kit features 4 different cocktails inspired by different places around the globe. My cocktail is called Nohameke, a Japanese phrase meaning traveling towards a destination, whereby a wanderer is guided only by his or her freedom. In my cocktail, Via Masa Limoncello is a star. In a supporting role, we have Martin Miller's Gin and Liquor 43. I use a Marcoute lime leaf syrup, blackberry preserves, and lemon preserves. My cocktail is well-rounded, berry-forward, and spirit-oriented. I hope you all enjoy it.
Listening
being on a team with Trafton has been wonderful since he is my work bud, and we've been able to continue our silly work jokes and dancing behind the bar on a Saturday night, but now just in a different format. Being on this team has also given me the amazing opportunity to work with some of the best bartenders in LA. Aaron and Rob, I've seen their work, I've tasted their cocktails, but now I actually get to be on a bar team with them, which is really special. I've also been able to be inspired by their cocktails. I mean, they're inspired by my art, and it's like a lovely back and forth. But, you know, there's not just the cocktails and the art. There's also been a lot of graphic design going in through our posters, and all the filming for these videos that you're watching right now has all been through this team, and Aaron and Rob are the people doing that, which is super cool.
This microphone is clipped on my braid. Okay. Can I get a sweat check, please? So first and foremost, I've been bartending for 10, 11 years. Oh God, 12 years now. It's definitely my passion. It's what I'm good at. It's what I've gotten good at. My side little thing, my hobbies, videography. I've been lucky enough to work with some liquor brands and some distribution companies and shoot video for people. I took it upon myself, especially during Art Beyond the Glass this year, to try to film as much stuff as I could, and it's been very fruitful. I'm excited about that. That's what you're watching right now. But ultimately, I think melding the two together has made me the happiest. What I love to do on the side is just shoot bartenders, shoot the people that I look up to around the city. I've met so many amazing people through this Art Beyond the Glass this year. Anna, Aaron, Trafton, Mike, Aaron, Silvana, and I cannot wait to keep going. Hopefully next year we'll all be together. The print that Anna offered up to the group that gave her inspiration from the Pacific Northwest, I got lucky enough to choose that one. I grew up in the Northwest. She got a lot of her inspiration from the Salmon Islands and surrounding areas for this ink wipe that she did, and I was lucky enough to get that one. So I named it Sodada, and correct me if I'm wrong, Alex from Mai Tai Mafia. A feeling of melancholy, longing, nostalgia. What I chose was Double Cross Vodka from our portfolio, Liquor 43 from our portfolio, Genepi to get the kind of herbalness, the kind of piney, mossy feel that I wanted from that part of the drink. Sea Smoke Bitters, which I drew inspiration from the San Juan, specifically from what Anna said. I kind of wanted that feeling of the sea, of the water. And then alfalfa leaf. It does add a little bit of vegetalness to the drink, which worked out perfect. The Liquor 43 comes in clutch at the end with the vanilla and the honey. Being a kid in Portland, we would drive out to Tillamook to get the ice cream and do like the tour of the facility. And Vanilla Bean, still to this day, my favorite. So.
Together awesome cocktail kits for you to buy for a good cause. All the money is going to go for back to bartenders in need during this time, but it's also just so much more than that. It's also getting our creative juices flowing while all of us are stuck at home during quarantine. So thank you so much for all your support. We hope you enjoy your cocktails and that they take you on a journey. No journey is too small, and even if it only lasts to the last sip, we thank you and we hope you enjoy it. So go team, cheers.
This is hard.